But don't worry, I got the water hot, 'cause these hands know better, and these just got to go. So I'm scrubbing, sanitizing, and way much more moisturizing. Gotta wash them good, baby. Ooh, 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 baby. Ooh, ooh, baby.
Wash them good. Baby, better wash them good. Baby, better wash.
So I'm scrubbing, sanitizing,
And keep on moisturizing.
because I gotta wash them good.
Wash them good.
We gotta wash them good.
Wash them good.
You better wash real good.
Wash them good.
Wash them good. Wash them good.
Hello, and welcome back to Virtually Starlight, a Starlight you can enjoy virtually under your own non-opening roof. My name is Michael Cornejo, and for the 2021 season, you'll see me on stage as Jetsam in Little Mermaid, as well as an assistant director for Disaster, and the choreographer for Dreamgirls. If you joined us this last week or parts of this week, you know what Virtually Starlight is. To those of you joining us tonight, all we're doing is making sure that we can all be together this summer while Starlight at Valley College shut down. So thank you for joining us. As we finish this week with a bang, please don't miss our next week while we incorporate and explore our cast and production of Dreamgirls. We've got a lot more virtual adventure in us, so stay on our journey, everyone. We'll be putting up a new guide so that you know what's in store next week. Also, again, as this pandemic has done for many businesses, COVID-19 has cast a dark financial shadow on Starlight Theatre. So if you are willing and able, we would very much appreciate any donation you may be able to give. Simply follow the link provided and the simple process from there. Tonight, we're exploring Starlight's Disaster, which will be excitedly presented among the season worth waiting for in the summer of 2021. While you may be asking yourself, what's the show Disaster we're gearing up to answer, so grab your family, cast the baby up in your big screen, and sit back for a taste of Disaster, the Broadway musical. Take it away, Ian.
I can't live if living is without you. I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. I can't give anymore. No, I can't forget this evening where your face is you were leaving. But I guess that's just the way this story goes. You'll always smile, but in your eyes your sorrow shows. Yes, it shows. I can't live if living is without you. And I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. And I can't give anymore. And I can't live.
Fantastic job, Ian. If you loved hearing Ian online, just imagine seeing that on the Starlight stage with a geyser shooting up from the toilet behind him. If that makes you excited to see this show, then you might need to question some things. But If your curiosity is piqued, then stay tuned right here at Virtually Starlight for more teasers from Disaster within the next hour. And then you might begin to understand just how funny this show is going to be. Thank you, Ian.
My pleasure.
Hello, Starlighters. My name is Audrey Ballard, and you would have seen me this summer in Disaster as a member of the ensemble. But I am so excited to be here with you tonight on Virtually Starlight. To kick off our opening night, and for a chance to win 2 tickets to Disaster at Starlight 2021, a little Starlight trivia question. Okay, now this is something you can only do if you're watching us live, so stay with us. And just like last week, private message us via Facebook with your answer once you know it. Be sure to get your answers in before we reveal the correct answer later tonight to be entered in the drawing to win those tickets. And the answer must be correct to get those tickets. Fantastic. The question is, are you ready? In what year did Starlight Theatre begin producing 4 shows in one season? What year did Starlight begin producing 4 shows in one season? Think you know the answer? All right. Stay tuned for the answer later and send us the answer if you think you've got it. Good luck, everyone, and to keep the ball rolling tonight, we're going to shine the spotlight on a group of people who rarely get to see it. Tonight, for our Spotlight on the Staff segment, we're going to sit down with the people who keep the flow of the season organized and efficient, especially the craziness that is Disaster, the Starlight stage management team. And to shed a little light into the darkness is our very own Assistant Director, Michael Cornejo. Michael?
Thanks, Audrey. As she mentioned, I'm Michael Cornejo, and I'm the choreographer for Dreamgirls, but I'm also the Assistant Director for Disaster. And on today's segment of Spotlight on the Staff, I get to ask our awesome stage management team some sweet questions. I had the pleasure of asking our lovely stage management team some questions today. First up is Mary Peterson. I asked her, what do you do and why is your job so important?
As a stage manager, I mean, it kind of sounds like there's the basic things. We manage the stage, make sure that everyone's kind of where they're supposed to be. We lead a backstage crew. Basically, a show has just a bunch of different aspects or cogs to a machine. And what stage management does is we take all of those cogs and we make a machine, basically, and the show is our machine. And whether it's giving cues to lights and making sure the backstage crew gets led and where they're supposed to be, making sure the cast gets where they're supposed to be, making sure that things that get broken during a show get fixed. That's what our job is, as well as just facilitating information, whether it be the director to the pit, director to actors, things like that. So, yeah.
And that was Mary Peterson. She's the stage manager for Little Mermaid and Disaster. Next up, I asked Hannah Greenberg, who is the stage manager for Hello Dolly, what her favorite part of the stage management experience is.
I have a lot of great experiences, but my all-time favorite would have to be finally having a flawless run after a really hard tech and seeing how proud everyone is of their hard work that finally paid off.
Thank you, Hannah Greenberg. Next up, we have Lily Perez, who is the stage manager of Dreamgirls. She has also stage managed several shows throughout her high school experience. So we asked her, what makes it different to stage manage at Starlight?
Stage managing at Starlight is so different from anywhere else, mainly because of all the talented and unique individuals I get to work with, and their level of professionalism. As a recent high school graduate, it's completely different from a school setting, and I love it.
And we love having you here, Lily. Next up, we have Hannah Bolstad. She's not a stage manager, but she's an ASM, she handles props, she does lights, she does so many things. So we asked her what any advice that she would give to anyone willing and wanting to be a stage manager.
So honestly, I would just say be yourself and be dedicated to the job, because although there's quite a few fun moments that we all experience together, there is that's not all it is. There's a lot of hard work that goes into the job. So I would just say be willing to put in the work and then you'll have a good time.
And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed getting to know our stage management team today on Spotlight on the Staff. Once again, I'm Michael Cornejo, the Assistant Director to Disaster, and I hope you have a great day.
I am woman, hear me roar. The number's too big to ignore, and I know too much to go back to pretend. 'Cause I've heard it all before, and I've been down there on the floor. No one's ever gonna keep me down again. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's always some bored of pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, I am invincible. I am woman. I am woman, watch me grow. See me standing toe to toe as I spread my loving arms across the land. Sing!
But I'm still an embryo with a long, long way to go until I make my brother understand.
Oh yes, I am wise, but it's always some born of pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, I am invincible. I am woman. Oh, I am woman. I am woman. Hear me roar.
Wow, that was Tessa Castaneda and Ben Garner singing I Am Woman. This song is a number in the show where our leading lady, Mary Ann, played wonderfully by Miss Tessa, turns a young lady, played by Ben Garner, who plays both Lisa, who you just saw, and her twin brother Ben, from a child to an activist.
Thank you for tuning in to Virtually Starlight, and stay with us for the next half hour if you want to get an engaging look at what will be in store for you at the season worth waiting for next summer, featuring Disney's The Little Mermaid, Disaster the Musical, Dreamgirls, Hello Dolly, and our Star Little show for kids of all ages, How I Became a Pirate.
Now, some of you may not be familiar with the story of Disaster. Think of it kind of like Jumanji, but in a musical form. Or, in other words, kind of like the year 2020. It's taking place in the 1970s and featuring a number of songs from that era. Disaster follows some of New York City's preeminent stars on opening night of a floating casino and discotheque. Featuring an exceptionally colorful cast of characters, including an untrustworthy businessman and a nun with a gambling addiction. A night of what should have been a feverishly good boogie time quickly turns into panic as earthquakes, tidal waves, infernos, and a slew of 70s disco favorites take over the ship.
Here to wet your whistle with a look at the wonderful and nostalgic songs that make up Disaster the Musical, here are Sophia and Riley.
Hi, I'm Riley.
And I'm Sophia.
And we're castmates in Disaster the Musical.
Are you ready for Disaster the Musical? A collection of over 30 hot hits from the 70s, all in one fast-paced show.
Are you ready for these songs to rock your world?
Well, ready or not, these songs are coming at you all night long when you attend Disaster the Musical.
You'll go crazy for songs like Saturday Night,
I Am Woman,
The Sultry Feelings,
the classic Mockingbird,
Knock on Wood,
Ben,
Baby Hold On To Me.
The hits just keep coming throughout the night.
You may wonder, will it ever
No, it
stop?
won't. It'll continue with the energetic 25 or 64.
The high-octane Sky
Or the
High.
disco classic, I Will Survive.
Hawaii Five-O.
Knock 3 times.
And Hooked on a Feeling.
Get all these songs and more in one musical.
How do all these songs fit into one single musical, you may ask?
That's part of the fun, Riley.
You're right, Sophia. And we'll see all of you next year for a season worth waiting for, when you choose to see Disaster the Musical.
See you soon, everyone. And now let's watch Wendy Taylor fit all these songs into one story in this week's segment of The Way of Wendy.
The Way of Wendy. What are you doing on a Saturday night? I'm saying the Lord's Prayer that I can figure out a way to get all the songs from this disaster show into a Way of Wendy story. Maybe I should knock on wood to make this happen. Better yet, I should knock 3 times. Normally it feels so good, Act 1, to do something for Chris Brady. I'm kinda hooked on a feeling of satisfaction when he says, "Good job, Wendy Bird." But sometimes the story won't come to me, and I have to tell myself, don't cry out loud. It's a good thing my husband has Hawaii 5-0 to keep him busy, otherwise he'd be wondering when will I be loved. Instead, I expect him soon to ask, "Do you want to make lovely steaks or chicken for dinner?" And I would feel torn between 2 lovers. I'd probably reply to him, "As long as it's not muskrat love, I'll eat anything." This creating thing is worse than eating hot stuff. I may need to take an antacid, or 25, or 6 to 4. I will survive this assignment because I am woman, so here we go. I hope I finish it before daybreak. Why am I hearing Nadia's theme in the background? Oh, it's easy for you to be a mockingbird. I could do without you and your sky-high expectations, but I'd really love to see you tonight get the theme from Mahogany into a story like this. Do you know where you're going to? 'Cause I don't. I'd say more, but I'm not once or twice, but rather 3 times a lady, so I'll spare your feelings. At least, that's the way I heard it should be. Why did I tell Chris I would do this? I know once I get started, I can never say goodbye to this kind of thing. I think I'll need a 5th of Beethoven, or rather, Scotch, to get to sleep now, though. I'm more than ready to get reunited with my pillow. Where's my puppy? Benny! Ben? Baby, hold on to me. You're still the one reprise I'll cuddle with when I finish this. Wait, what? I'm already almost done? I know there's still the 1 song left. It feels so good, Act 2, to be finished.
Feelings, nothing more than feelings, trying to forget my feelings of love.
Teardrops rolling down on my face,
trying to forget my feelings of love.
Come again. Feelings, whoa, whoa, whoa. Feelings, whoa, whoa, whoa. Feel you again in my arms. Focus. I need to prevent this disaster.
I need to write this article.
I need to meet some new ladies.
Wow, that was amazing. You just witnessed a performance of Feelings featuring Eric Wilson, Ian Garthwaite, and Tessa Casanenda. Thanks, guys. Hi, I'm Jacob Teedy, and I'm in the ensemble for Disaster, Hello Dolly, and How I Became a Pirate. And this is my first year at Starlight. Thank you for joining Virtually Starlight. Now, within the show of Disaster, there are great songs, yes, but also some fantastic comedy. You'll see man-eating piranhas, falling chandeliers, and some sweet water effects, and even the entire set falling over. And while we often associate great shows with great performers, they're not the only ones that make it all happen. Other Starlight volunteers cover backstage crew and puppetry, costuming, concessions, box office, and more. Last week we talked to Kathy and Tim Martin and their roles in volunteerism. This week we're looking at another one of our special volunteers in the segment Spotlight on Volunteers with Mary Peterson.
Hi, my name is Mary Peterson. I'm one of the stage managers at Starlight Theatre. One of the best parts of being at Starlight Theatre is our volunteers, and no season, not even a virtual one, would be complete without them. So I wanted to take a moment to spotlight some of our returning volunteers.
Hi, I'm Shannon, and I want to share with you about volunteering at Starlight. It was 4 years ago, and I started working in the box office, and I gotta say, it's been so much fun. I have met some incredible people, and I've made some lifelong friends. And to me, what volunteering at Starlight's about is community and it's family, because they have really become family to me. I highly recommend it. There's so many different areas that you can go into: concessions, ushering, scene shop, the costume shop, and so much more. If you just want to come out one night when you're coming to see a show anyways and ushering, that's cool. But please, I highly recommend doing it, and I hope to see you in 2021.
We've been together since way back when. Sometimes I never want to see you again, but I want you to know, after all these years, you're still the one I want whispering in my ears. You're still the one I want to talk to in bed, still the one that turns my head. We're still having fun, and you're still the one.
I looked at your face every day, but I never saw it till you went away. When winter came, I just wanted to go deep in the desert. I longed for the snow. You're still the one that can make me laugh, still the one that's my better half.
We're still having fun, and you're still the one.
Changing, our love is going cold. Even though we grow old, it grows new. You're
still the one
that I love to touch,
still the one, and I can't get enough. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. You are still the one
who can scratch my itch,
still the one, and I wouldn't switch. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. We're still having
fun.
Oh gosh. And you're still
the one.
Hi everyone, and welcome to CC's Corner. We are on the Tech Deck, and today we're going to show you guys Phase 1 of our sound installation project.
Phase 1 so far has seen the installation of our new digital console, installation of the new wireless backstage communication, a new wireless control for the orchestra pit, and purchase 20 new microphones as well.
This is our new console, the Yamaha CL5. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for generous donations to Save Our Sound campaign, which has made all of this possible. So So this is actually used to control actor microphones, orchestra microphones, and anything else we need during shows. This console allows us to create a cohesive performances that audiences will experience from our brand new speakers that are being installed. So if you come in just a little bit closer here, each one of these is a separate microphone control, so they all move up. And each color here can change, then we can name up each one.
So this is one of our brand new microphones, and we're going to model that for you today. We'll be putting it on Hannah as if she were going on stage for a show. So they each come with these battery packs. Put them right in there, and we turn them on, power lock them, which just means that actors can't turn them off or kind of mess with them or anything to make sure that their microphone doesn't suddenly turn off in the middle of a show. So microphone's on. We're going to take the law off the earpiece here. This part just goes right into the microphone. And then this entire battery pack with the mic goes in the body pack here. So we'll just open that up. These are also brand new. There. It goes up. And normally this would be under a costume, of course, but for demonstration purposes and whatnot. So this law goes over the ear here. We've got some surgical grade tape here to keep our microphones on. That's about it. Certain tape jobs depend on like what people need, how sweaty they are, how moving around they are, but most everyone with a microphone gets this process and they go out for the show.
Right now we've got our new speaker clusters being installed by the sound installation team, which is part of Phase 2. Phase 2 also includes the updating power control down in the amp room. Phase 2 should be finished by July 7th, after which we'll move on to Phase 3 and finish up our new sound system.
Next time on CC's Corner, we'll take you guys through our setup process and show you how the sound team sets up for a show every night.
Bye!
It is so great to hear about the progress of our new and improved sound system. So thank you, Cece, Maddie, and Hannah for making Starlight a better place. And to all of you who donated to the Save Our Sound campaign, we thank you so much for making this a reality that we will get to experience next summer. And before all of that, you heard Still the One from our cast members, Val Hogland and Thomas Garner. Thank you so much, you're both amazing. I'm glad you're still with us. I'm David Zimmerman. I play Scott in Disaster, and I'm an assistant director for Hello Dolly. This is my first season at Starlight, but I can honestly say that everyone has been so welcoming, despite having not met most of these people in person. Like Disaster. Hilarious? I think that's the best way. While I may not have as much longevity or tenure here at Starlight, I am very confident in saying that this could be the most fun we've ever had at Starlight. I'm talking amazing songs from the 70s, Gambling Nuns, a dying woman who cannot control her mouth or her pelvis, a young pair of twins played by the same actor, a late 70s ballad sung in a toilet shower, and so much more. This is going to be one of the best adult date nights you've ever had. The only downside is you have to wait an entire year to experience it. But we don't need to wait a year to experience Teresa Garner, who plays our sister Mary, singing my favorite number from the show, Never Can Say Goodbye, to her favorite slot machine. Take it away, Teresa.
Never can say goodbye. No, 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 I never can say goodbye. Every time I think I've had enough and start heading towards the door, there's a very strange vibration piercing me right to the core. It says, turn around, you fool. You know you love him more and more. Tell me why. Is it so? Don't wanna let you go. Never can say goodbye, boy. Yeah. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Oh, never can say goodbye, boy. Oh, yeah, yeah. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. I never can say goodbye. I keep thinking that our problems soon are all gonna work out. But there's that strange unhappy feeling. There's that anguish
Garner, everybody! Give her a shout out in the comments below. Now, Teresa, what's your favorite part about Starlight Theatre?
My favorite part about Starlight Theatre is having the opportunity to not only perform with my biological family, but have the chance to be able to perform with people that have become my family over the years.
Now, Teresa, hey, how about giving us the answer to the Starlight Trivia question?
Absolutely! The question was, in what year did Starlight Theatre begin producing 4 shows in one season? And the answer, drumroll please, 2004!
2004! Well, thank you, Teresa.
And there you have it. The answer to tonight's Starlight Trivia is 2004. So if you've messaged us the correct answer, you've been put into a drawing for the tickets and we'll hear from us soon. Hi, I'm Tessa Castaneda and I'll be Marianne and this season's Disaster. And it's an honor to be with you here tonight for Virtually Starlight. I gotta tell ya, my favorite part about being Marianne next summer will be working with some of my most favorite people in the entire world, like the beautiful Teresa Garner, and obviously performing on stage for you next year. And even though I'm very honored to be with you here tonight, I'm even more honored to introduce you to this week's segment of Sucker in Quarantine with its subject, Lauren Hayes.
Looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. I want some hot stuff, baby, tonight. I want some, oh my God, I said, cook a healthy dinner. Oh my God. How long ago was that? I was really aiming high. Oh, hi. What a dumb gag, right? Wow. Hi, I'm Lauren Hayes. And you might be wondering why I'm on your screen right now. I'm a sucker. And you might be wondering what that means. And if you're not wondering what that means, I'll tell you anyway. Being a sucker means that you are involved in all 5 shows in one season at Starlight. And seeing as how I can't exactly be in all 5 shows this season at Starlight, we're doing this virtually, which is amazing. So I've created a list of things that I like to do as a sucker in quarantine. Take it away, Lauren.
Thank you, Lauren. And this is my list of things I like to do as a sucker in quarantine. Number 1, I like to practice my choreography for my cats, if they don't run away. Number 2, I like to stand in the street, step forward, and continue stepping forward until I get tired. And then I walk back the same way I came. Number 3, I like to practice my scales outside for my neighbors and for my cats, if they don't run away. Number 4, I like to put on tunes and dance. I suggest early 2000s throwbacks or tunes from The Little Mermaid, Disaster the Musical, Dreamgirls, Hello Dolly, and How I Became a Pirate. Those are some good ones. Number 5, I like to stand in my yard, appreciate my plants and each blade of grass, and proceed to hug, climb, and thank my tree. Number 6, I like to clean my house. And when I don't like to call it cleaning my house, because that's boring, right? I like to call it tidying up or making it gooder. Number 7, I like to shuffle my scripts, close my eyes, and pick randomly to decide which show I'm going to work on that day. And finally, number 8, I love a good cuddle with my cat at the end of the day. I mean, if you don't have a cat, you could probably cuddle an animal that you have. If you don't have an animal, I mean, you could have a stuffed animal, you know. Adults have stuffed animals, you know, kids have stuffed animals, you know, you might be able to find a stuffed animal. If you can't, I mean, you could cuddle a pillow or a human if you are social distancing with a human. You know, you gotta be careful with that, of course, but I mean, I'm sure you're smart. Use discretion. A good cuddle is necessary sometimes. If they don't run away. And this has been Suckers in Quarantine. Hashtag the season worth waiting for.
We're over, Tony!
Don't do it, Tony. Remember what Daddy said? Don't cry out loud. Just keep it inside. Learn how to hide your feelings. Fly high and proud. And if you should fall, remember you almost had it all. Without me you'd crumble. Without me you'd lay down and die. Don't cry out loud, just keep it inside. Learn how to hide your feelings. Fly high and cry. And if you fall, remember you almost had it
That was Nico and Karen finishing out our evening with Don't Cry Out Loud / I Will Survive, a mashup of two sweet songs from one sweet musical. And that concludes our disaster week. Stay tuned next week for a feature of all Dream Girls for our virtually Starlight. If you can, please donate at rvcdonate.com. But really, we do this because we miss our community. We hope you miss us too. Please stay safe out there and always keep the adventure in your hearts.